You're in the middle.
I seen you walking the other side by the time we got back home.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. It is my pleasure to welcome back The Ohio State University for the 46th Annual PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. The third-ranked Buckeyes are 11-1 on the year and returned to Arizona following a 44-28 Fiesta Bowl victory over Notre Dame a year ago. Ohio State has met this year's opponent, number 2-ranked Clemson, just twice in school history, at the January 2014 Orange Bowl and the 1978 Gator Bowl. Entering Saturday's semifinal game, head coach Urban Meyer brings with him an impressive 61-5 record at Ohio State, which includes a 42-20 victory over Oregon to take the inaugural CFP crown. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ohio State head coach Urban Meyer, center Pat Elflien, and linebacker Raekwon McMillan.
Well, on behalf of the Big Ten Conference and The Ohio State University, much appreciate you being here, and Buckeye Nation has always been very strong in Maricopa County and at the Fiesta Bowl. So thank you to PlayStation, thank you to Mike Neely for the invite, and I also want to have a special John and Amanda Damaris, or I don't know if they're allowed to get raises, but they're our volunteer hosts, I think. But it's great to be back with them as well. We're here for a reason. We're here to enjoy the sunshine, the desert, but most importantly, to put on a good performance against a great football team in Clemson. And I couldn't imagine being in a better place with a better group of people than my players, my coaching staff, and representing a great university, Ohio State. So it's a third playoff. This is our second time in 3 years, and we're honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
If you have questions, can you please raise your hand so we can get a mic to you? We're going to start on the right here, first row.
Hey, Urban, you've been through these enough. When you get to the bowl game, did everybody make it? Is everybody healthy? Any suspensions, anything like that?
I think everybody's healthy. I think we have one guy sick. He'll be here tomorrow, I believe. We just don't want him to fly with the team, but everybody's healthy. Everybody's ready to go.
Second row here on the left.
Hey, Coach. In what ways are you better following the Michigan game now in the bowl practice? You talked a lot about protection and throwing the football.
Yeah, that was an area to win this kind of game, you have to be 9 strong. At times we were not, and not just singling out one unit or one position group, because that's not fair and that's not correct. But this was throughout the recruiting weeks, we actually kept a couple guys home now and then to work on some position units and specifics, and they've done a great job. So I believe we're a better team because we really took a lot of time. I think we had 11 official practices, but we had many more than those with one-on-one work with our position coaches and the players.
Front row here.
Yes, this is probably more for the players than Urban, although Urban can answer also. How different is the feel this year? You were here 12 months ago. It was a big bowl, but it was not the bowl you wanted to be at. How different is it, the feeling coming back here this time?
It's always a little different feel because you're playing for it all, but we approach every game the same. We prepared very hard for last year's game, and it was a good product. So. And just with the younger team this year, just relying on the leadership, the guys that have been in the playoff before, teaching those guys how to prepare and how to get ready mentally for a big game like this one coming up.
Stay here in the front.
Yeah, for Pat and for Raekwon, playing off of that, what are sort of the rules of the road for the next week for the players as far as you're concerned about, making sure you're taking care of business?
It's kind of a situation where we come out here to Arizona, here in Phoenix, to enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the fanfare that's going on around us, enjoy being blessed enough to be in the college football playoffs again, but at the same time get ready for the Fiesta Bowl in 5 days. We got a job to get done, and we've been working hard to get it done. So we're gonna see what happens.
Front row right.
Urban, you've been here with 3 different teams. Can you just reflect a little bit on your connection here playing in the Fiesta Bowl?
Oh, yeah. Actually, 5 times I was counting it as a plane landed. 5 times we've seen the yellow coats as we arrived, and once again, being politically correct, I don't know if we're allowed to rank our favorite bowls, but this is one of our favorite bowls. And it's just great to be here. And what I'm not surprised at when I saw last year, because the first time representing Ohio State, is the amount of people that will show up for the Ohio State. Matter of fact, in '06, I was on the other sideline. There was about 75% Ohio State fans. So I know Ohio State will be very well represented in the game Saturday.
Any other questions? All right, that concludes our press conference. A reminder to media, the quotes from today's press conferences will be available on the media page at fiestabowl.org and on College Press Box. Thank you very much and have a nice evening.